so sure about how far up the field the back three to defend.
Yeah, they fear Paul Scholes. The Park, the number 21, has been sitting on Paul Scholes since the game started and made it very uncomfortable. Paul's not really been in the game a great deal. He is being marked man per man, though.
Ashley Cole's ball forward, and the header by Owen Heskey, and Scholes! And it's forced in by Michael Owen.
Did I say Paul Scholes hasn't really been in the game, Martin? And then we see him popping up in his favourite position there inside the penalty box. And there's the Predator. Good finish there from Michael Owen, right on the spot.
25 minutes gone. He scored the opener when he was captain the first time. It came a little earlier in that game against Paraguay, but he's very much on the spot here.
Doing what he does best, Paul Scholes, breaking into penalty boxes, gets a little shot across the goalkeeper, and there's Michael there just to tap it in. I think we've deserved that. I think we've been the better side. It's been a good start for us. That was good football, nice and patient.
Well, you think 4 years ago, Ray, as I said, as the teams were coming out, Michael Owen was just at the outset an 18-year-old about to announce himself as a world.
Is with us. Marks out of 10, Alan.
I think you've got to say 8 or 9 for that first 45 minutes. I thought it was excellent. They were compact, disciplined. You know, when we lose the ball, those two wide men are very important, and Vassell in particular has tracked back, shown a lot of discipline.
I think back to the game at Villa Park, Alan, earlier this season when David Platt joined us, and he said then, Vassell has got to play his way out of the squad, and that was after I think just 1-2 games. And he said one of the reasons he's going is that Sven-Göran Eriksson believes he can do a job on the left-hand side. Now, is he the most likely contender, presuming David Beckham's fit to play right?
Well, I mean, there's no obvious contender now, is there? And the more Darius plays for England, he seems to get better and grows in belief. Now, whether in a 4-4-2 he could do it, I'm sure he could, but I mean, in that 4-4-3-3, I see him as a better alternative.
Michael Owen ultimately got the breakthrough, but again it owed in part a great deal to possession, hunger, the pursuit of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some nice diagonal runs across their defenders, and there was one such one there by Emil Heskey. That's a nice little ball into Paul Scholes, and showing all his instinctive goal scoring ability. He went in with his right foot and didn't quite connect with it, and stuck it away with his left. Michael Owen, there you see, just poking it in. But there was some good play before that, and they have kept possession well, the lads.
How much is heat a factor? Not today, we've heard from the boys, it's like a summer's evening.
Yeah.
But when the World Cup starts for real, how much will heat be a factor?
I mean, I don't know exactly how hot it's going to get, but you saw us playing there. We do base it on running. And
you've played out there, though, you'll know.
Yeah, it can get very humid, and I think you've got to temper the way that you play it. And as a forward player, you've got to pick your runs. You can't go dashing about all the time and closing players down. You've got to pick your runs and be intelligent about that. In the midfield there, we have worked very hard. Owen Hargreaves in particular, I think, has shone, and he'll be happy with that first 45. But yeah, the heat does have a factor, and we've got to be careful that we don't, you know, run out of steam too early on.
We'll save some time. We don't know what sort of changes England will make. At half-time, they lead by 1-0. Michael Owen, the scorer, and it's good so far. Thoroughly enjoyable.
To be seen. What is pressing at the moment for England is what happens to this corner. Jisung. And another corner, but once again the tenacity of Darius Vassell in a defensive situation does him credit.
Absolutely, it's very important that we do stop those balls coming in, and that's good work there from Darius Vassell, and not for the first time this evening.
It's England's turn to have everyone back defending the penalty area. And the header from Park Si-jung. So England didn't defend the corner. The second ball did the trick for South Korea.
Yeah, that's a bad goal from our point of view, Martin. I've got to say it's you must mark tight at corner kicks, and unfortunately we've been caught cold with that one.
Well, Hussitting was concerned about weakness at defending set pieces, but here they are. They've come up with one in attacking sense, And
Yep.
Park Ji-sung has buried it.
And we don't win the first and we don't win the second. Teddy Sheringham cupping his head in his hands there on the second one. There we see it's a very, very good ball in, but we must win this. I think it's Martin Keown going for it. Yep, Martin gets beaten. Teddy lets the runner go, and we're one apiece.
Park Ji-sung, only his second goal and his 32nd international.